Unit 731 was a covert biological and chemical warfare research facility operated by the Imperial Japanese Army during World War II. Established in 1936 and based in Japanese-occupied Manchuria, China, Unit 731 was led by General Shiro Ishii. The unit is notorious for conducting some of the most horrific human experiments in history, primarily on Chinese civilians, but also on Russian prisoners of war, Koreans, and other groups. Unit 731's experiments were focused on developing biological weapons and understanding the limits of human endurance. They conducted vivisections on live subjects without anesthesia, deliberately infected prisoners with diseases like the plague, cholera, and anthrax, and exposed victims to extreme temperatures, starvation, and dehydration to study frostbite and other conditions. Prisoners were often referred to as logs by the unit's personnel, dehumanizing them to justify the brutal treatment. The experiments included testing chemical weapons, such as mustard gas, on people. Researchers also dropped plague-infested fleas on Chinese towns, causing deadly outbreaks. Additionally, women were forcibly impregnated to study the transmission of diseases from mother to fetus. The atrocities led to the deaths of an estimated 3,000 to 12,000 people, although the true number is unclear. The victims, who were often healthy civilians, were subjected to unimaginable suffering, and none of the prisoners survived the experiments. At the end of World War II, to cover up their crimes, Unit 731 destroyed most of the evidence. After Japan's surrender in 1945, General Ishii and many of his colleagues were granted immunity by the United States in exchange for their research data, meaning they avoided prosecution for war crimes. The unit's work remained largely hidden for decades due to this immunity deal, and it wasn't until years later that the full extent of the atrocities became more widely known. Unit 731's legacy is one of the darkest chapters in modern history, representing the extreme inhumane treatment of individuals under the guise of scientific research and military advancement. To this day, it serves as a horrifying reminder of the potential for science to be twisted for brutal purposes.